Hey everybody, so I think I have time for one more mission tonight. Hopefully it's a quick one. We'll be starting what I assume is the second quest line of the expansion, Ruins of Null. Fifth mission, but kind of the second quest line after the Manon one.
Hey, Arn said I could find you here. I always hoped I could visit Manon, but the war got here first. Terrible.
We've turned the Empire back. It won't look like this for long.
I was worried about Arn until I heard you were here too. I'm glad you both could make such a big difference. I hate to push you into the next big thing so soon, but we've lost contact with our team on Elam, the people we sent to dig into the ruins of Darth Null's fortress. I was on Osis with most of them, at best. This isn't faulty equipment or someone asleep at the comm. Something has happened, and we need to get there now.
I wonder how different that would have been if I had sent Ark in there with him. Perhaps I should have. I think I remember everything, but let's have her refresh it just in case you guys need a refresher.
Remind me, Darth Null?
Ancient Sith Lord. We don't know much else except that we're pretty sure the artifacts Malgus has been collecting came from the ruins of her fortress on Elam. As far as how we get there,
Avoiding me again? I had hoped we were past this.
I wasn't expecting you here.
I'm honestly not even sure how she heard about all of this.
Hearing about things is my job.
You say that like it's reassuring.
I always find the truth reassuring.
I'm just gonna grab a few things. Meet you on the ship.
Your fellow Jedi are such fun. She is right to be concerned. We know Malgus has an interest in Darth Null. If he's involved, I thought it best to lend a hand.
So interesting though, Darth Null is a she. I was assuming it was a male Sith Lord since most of them tend to be, but noted.
If we had to fight Malgus, you don't think Tau and I could handle him without you?
Well, you have before, of course, but he's changed. Better to take every precaution. Shall we?
Never say no to help.
Alright, let's go ahead and head to Elam. Could read the Codex entry, but I think we'll just see it in person. No use reading about a place if you can just travel there and see it in person instead.
Look, it doesn't matter how you justify it. Fear, anger, hate? Those aren't things to aspire to.
I don't aspire to them. I conquer them. I wield them. No different from your lightsaber.
I don't enjoy using my lightsaber. No Jedi should.
And yet, I've never seen you without it.
You never will.
I'm flattered. Strange. There's some kind of energy shield over the dig site. The readings don't match any Republic or Imperial design.
Is that the cause of the communications blackout?
Most likely. We can't fly through it either. We'll have to land and approach on foot.
I'll update General Daerun so he can have reinforcements ready. Can't see any trouble from here.
The shield is projected from a power source near the temple entrance. We should bring that down first. Agreed?
Agreed. That way our reinforcements can meet us at the ruins if there's trouble.
Sounds good to me.
We're going to do everything we can to help your friends, Tau.
Alright, so I guess Tau is our companion here, and Lana's just along for the ride. Don't think I need to repair. Interesting planet, I kinda like it. It's a little bit fall or wintry. A lot of dead stuff, but
Something isn't right here. These creatures should be avoiding us.
Look out!
It's a nice change after the very rainy Manon. Those guys are going for Tau. It's a little hard to dot spread. It does say corrupted Ranfix, so what, I wonder, has corrupted them? And what made the shield as well? They said it didn't seem like it was Imperial or Republic. And I would assume that Malgus's forces are still using Imperial technology, even if they've splintered from the main Empire. Doesn't seem like they've had time to come up with their own technology by now. They're not like a separate culture or anything. More of these beasts. Ah, come on. There we go. A little bit closer. Oh, and this is actually a flashpoint. Okay, well. This is probably going to be a bit of a longer mission then, which is not great, because I do need to sleep at some point tonight. In fact, the only reason I'm really up this late on a work night is because, or I should say an in-office work night where I have to commute in, is because I took a nap earlier, so hopefully that'll make waking up in the morning a little less painful, but we shall see. It's funny, I'm actually awake now and have a bit of energy, but it seems like whenever I have a bit of energy, I should be sleeping, and whenever I have the time, I don't have the energy, so that's life for you. There is something up there. Defend yourself against the attacks. So I'm guessing that's just like a marker in the center of the area. And not a place I necessarily need to go to. Yeah, good. Pretty little waterfall there. A fallen tree in case we need to get back. Not sure what the affection is for Tau. Probably not too high, but really shouldn't matter too much. One good dot spread. Should finish off these guys. Keep moving to save time. Hello, random gonk droid. Thank you for being there, although I think we're okay for now. Highland Steppe. Well, that's interesting.
What is that?
Irritating. This might explain why the creatures here are so aggressive. I'd have a short temper too.
I smell a boss fight.
I don't think that helped.
I do like our different colored lightsabers there.
Enemy.
Somehow seems appropriate. Alright. Apex Ranfix. Here's a mouthful for you. It's a cool design though. I like the glows and all. I'm not sure the glow is healthy for it, but it does look cool. So far I don't really notice too many mechanics. Conal we should probably not stand in. And it does look like its range there is not too bad. It's gonna pounce, it looks like. Kinda like first boss of Ravagers. Use an Adrenal, do a little bit of extra damage. Of course, get knocked back right when I use my Adrenal. Alright. Still made pretty good time with it.
Look out!
I'm gonna pop a cooldown just in case that's... Nah, not as bad as I thought it would be. Alright, pretty much a tank and spank because we don't really have a tank, but It is story mode, so that's to be expected. I do wonder if they get more mechanics on like veteran mode and master mode. I hope so. I wish I enjoyed flashpoints more, because they do seem to add them much more frequently.
If Darth Null created these machines, she must have been a talented scientist, or a master of Sith alchemy. Perhaps both.
It's been centuries and everything still works. Pretty incredible. Wait. The shield. Null must have built that too. No wonder it didn't match any design in the records.
Makes
Our
sense.
team might have just turned it on by accident while they were exploring the ruins. They could still be alive and well.
Or they could have turned it on because they were attacked. Or it turned itself on and set more of these beasts on them. Or...
All we can do down here is guess. I want to know for sure.
Good point. Let's keep moving.
So these things last hundreds of years, and my brand new printer is already not working. That doesn't seem right. Maybe I should have bought one from Darth Null. Okay, we are heading this way. Haha. Secret little path here. The Acolyte's Path. I like how these places have names, even though like nobody's been here for hundreds of
That's
years.
an Imperial shuttle, but no soldiers, no Sith?
if they landed here, then they arrived before the shield went up. We'll likely find them closer to the temple.
We have to hurry.
I see it. Yep. Where we are, the Empire usually is too. Makes things interesting. See, I brought my own shield, in a sense. I don't know what it is, but I do like the design of this planet. It seems like almost peaceful in a way. I see some kind of ruin over here. Oh, and what are these things? Ancient Retainer. Now this reminds me of Mass Effect Andromeda. It's a cool looking droid though, looks ancient. Whereas these guys are like the same typical battle droid that we see in every mission. Up, look who we found. Alright, still don't see anything really interesting in the ruins there. Let's keep moving forward then. Seems like there's a few paths that lead forward. Or I'm imagining it and this is a dead end. Oh no. Yeah, I think so. Alright. Guess I should go down there and use that tunnel or whatever it is. Yeah, it's kind of annoying. I was just about to say it's cool that you can kind of go different routes here to make it where you need to go, but almost spoke too soon. I'll save my adrenal for some higher health foes. Ancient Sharpshooter. These are the same noises the droids make on Tython. It's funny how some things stick with you. It makes sense though. Ancient Jedi, Ancient Sith making similar droids, I guess, in a way. Although maybe not, because Ancient Jedi were a lot more ancient than the Ancient Sith that we're facing now. In fact, the Sith as an order are not nearly as ancient as the Jedi are. I see one more red dot. Come on, Tau and Lana. You guys can defeat it, whatever it is. There we go. Good job. Out of combat. I really enjoyed. I wasn't much of a comic kid. Like I didn't. Not that I wasn't funny, but like comic books. Mainly because they were just expensive, and I spent all my money on Pokemon cards, I think. And I didn't really like. There was just, it was like too much to get into in a way. Same reason I'm not really into Star Trek. Like if I wanted to watch it, I would want to watch like every episode, and there's just too much to get started. Maybe one day. But I did really enjoy the comics, like the early. I think they were still called Knights of the Republic comics. Or that was one series. There were a few series around there in Old Republic times. Those were really cool. Come on, door. Excuse me, I have a good connection. Oh, have I been skipping things here? Crap. Locate the keystone, use them on the door. Oh no, I was not paying attention at all. Luckily we can use a speeder, so we don't have to go slowly all the way back here. Actually, can I jump down? Oh, sweet, okay. Wonder if I could have jumped up there. Probably. So I probably actually didn't need to go all the way around, but turns out there is something here in the ruins. Aha, I see it. Alright, that was my incorrect assumption earlier.
We'll need another. It can't have gone too far.
Well, if we destroy this guy, then I can use my mount again. And I think if we can climb back up the cliff here, which might be easier said than done. Yeah, we're getting there. Oh. Come on, you can do it. There we go. Yes, no, no. Oh, come on. I hate things like this where it's like, is it possible and I'm just not good at it? Or is it, if there's a wall here? Oh, come on. Why is there a wall there? Can I go over up here? Maybe I go up here. It's like, just either make it very clear that you can't go up here, or better yet, let the person go up there. Like, I hate when games do this, when they make it seem like it's almost possible. Maybe it is possible, I'm just missing it, but like, this is not fun. This is just frustrating. Alright, you know what? We're going around. I'm not messing with this. It's way too late at night. But I hate that. Like, what would be the harm of going up that way and making it just a nice, easy path to climb, instead of having to go all the way around? Bad game design, in my opinion. Whether it's traversable or not. Like, it should be at least clear that it's one or the other. And in this game, there's definitely been places like that seem like you can climb them, but you can't. Same with the Inquisition too. I don't know if there were any of the same devs on this game and that game, but I remember being very frustrated by certain non-jumping puzzles that seemed like they were jumping puzzles or climbing puzzles in that game. I'm going to try to avoid those guys there. I think the key is probably up here. Though I don't see it. See, you'd think it'd be that thing. But I suppose not. Oh, nope, that's just snow. Alright, well, the quest marker's over there. Oh, got some more droids. Including an elite droid. Alright, we'll let him come to us. I'm going to keep searching for our keystone here. Our friends are in danger, don't want to waste any time. Guess the icon, or the quest marker's around here, but I actually don't see any ruins up there. Which means the key probably is up here somewhere. And we just missed it. Alright, the droid is not quite dead yet. Come out wherever you are. I feel like it wouldn't be too hard to find. Like, they're not going to make it something really inconspicuous. So it's probably not up here. I mean, it glows after all. Is there a second set of ruins down here? Yeah, there is. It's probably there. I was trying to avoid these guys, but sometimes you can't. Sometimes you just gotta fight. Okay, they have some dots on them. There it is. Right? Yeah. Thought I saw some glowing blue. Excuse me, I was hitting this button here. Don't have my healer, so let's stun him. Alright, there's my reinforcements. And keystone number 2 has been acquired. Yeah, I was looking at the Ruins of Null quest line, which just says complete the flashpoint, so should have been looking here. Use keystones on the door. Sounds easy enough. Hopefully we didn't waste too much time doing that. Nice view over the valley. Door still works.
This is the source of the shield.
Are those our people? Or, no, that's the Empire.
Mycon. Therese. Master Enoch. Roland. He was an engineer. Ran the digging equipment whenever the ruins were fragile. Just had a knack for it, you know. His son always helped with the dishes.
One of the options is to ignore. That's mean.
I'm so sorry.
The others are all Imperial, Sith soldiers. But not all of them were killed with blasters or lightsabers.
We should be careful then. Giant droid? If I had to guess.
A trap!
Defeat Regnant. Oh, interesting. Some kind of supercomputer. This reminds me of, was it District 7 or whatever that old Flashpoint was?
Trespassers detected.
Droid!
Interesting. Alright, so I see volatile monitor. Do we take him out to do something? Processor core destroyed, okay. So do we need to alert those guys to these things and destroy them? I guess they just spawn near them, which is convenient. Also reminds me of the droid planet in KOTOR 2 just a little bit. Had a flashback there, which is not in the original game. It was cut, but using the assets and some fan voices, some fans did restore it. Played through it when I did my Let's Play of KOTOR 2. It was okay. I mean, I'm glad I did it once. It wasn't as fun as the rest of the game, but it was cool to have new content. Something I hadn't played before, even though I've played that game many times. Alright, if you guys can come a little bit closer. Doesn't seem like they are. Alright, well, this dot spread over here then. I imagine we just need one more to spawn, and then we should be in good shape.
Slaughter ineffective.
Indeed.
Attempting massacre.
Oh, that's not good. So this must be the trap that killed all the Jedi and Sith then. Might be fun to do these on like master mode. I assume there's even more mechanics and some actual difficulty there. I did like Lost Island. Like that was the first real hard Flashpoint. It was like as hard as an operation when it first came out. And I remember like some friends and I, like friends who were really good at the game too, not just like random people I knew. Let's grab the health pack to be on the safe side. Yeah, we really struggle with that. Like a lot of people struggle with that, even really good raiders. Put a shield back up, please. This must be really hard as melee. I'm suddenly very thankful that I'm ranged. The last seems to be doing okay up there. Oh, 2%. Can we kill him? Yes, we can. Nice. Alright. Very different fight, not just a giant droid. I appreciate that.
That did it. The shield has dropped. Our comms should work now.
I'll get in touch with Daeroon. We should get those reinforcements moving. If the Sith attacked once, they could attack again.
Darth Null was clearly a genius, far ahead of her time. How is it possible that we have no records of her? I'm beginning to suspect that this was intentional. Her whole existence erased purposefully.
But why?
Perhaps one of her creations made her a threat to the Dark Council, or even the Emperor, though that's difficult to imagine. Even so, I struggle to think of anyone else with the power to wipe someone from history so completely.
Yeah, I think those are all good theories. Probably better than my theory, which is going to be that we have heard of her and she's actually like somebody else that we know of, but I can't think of who that would even be. Or she could have been a recluse, but it seems weird to make all this technology and to not use it on anything.
If we can unearth her secrets, there is much we could gain.
Let's hope her other inventions aren't quite so temperamental.
Daerun and the old man are on their way, with plenty of help. Let's hurry. If there's even a chance the rest of the team is alive, they need us.
So I'm enjoying this. I feel like this is more interesting than the Manon story content was. I know this is a flashpoint, but even so, it feels like the story actually like has some mystery to it. Like you don't really know what's going to happen next. Whereas Manon, okay, yep, you do the ion bomb and save the day and planet thanks to the Republic. Everyone feels happy, but it's always nicer when there's a bit of a mystery to things. Keeps the story interesting. A lot of droids here. Might have to actually put in a bit of effort. See, normally I try to like get dots going on a few enemies, because in aggregate that will make the battle go by quicker. But it does mean I take more damage, so trade-off there. Alright, find a way inside. Also reminds me a little bit of Malachor 5 from the end of KOTOR 2. I guess just being like in a wild area with lots of canyons and heading towards a temple of some sort. Now this is a much nicer place, clearly, than Malachor 5, but Malachor 5 was a really cool level design. It was simple, but it felt like this ancient planet where something terrible had happened. I can't think of anything that really compares to that degree. It just felt like a sad planet. Sad's not the right word, but it felt like the wound in the forest that it was meant to be. So, good job to the level designers, even though they didn't have much time, I know. That was I really hope they remake that one too. That was such a good game. Personally, I actually think I like KOTOR 2 better, although KOTOR 1 is super awesome as well.
That can't be good.
Wait. I sense something.
I sense it too. Malgus.
He's here. Come on!
So I wonder, are we going to be facing Malgus now? Is this?
That's our way forward.
I feel like it's too early to be the conclusion of the storyline. I almost feel like we'll encounter him here and then set up kind of the rest of the plot. But I suppose we'll see. Like, you'd think the expansion would end with like a big space battle and something with like really high stakes, and I did hear the expansion content is pretty short, but so that's a shame they really didn't have time to do like a whole campaign and make Malgus feel like a big threat. And they built him up a little bit, you know, through the pre-story content, which I also have a playlist of, but and I think they're relying a lot on just it being Malgus as opposed to like...
A lot of blank corners. You better be careful.
As opposed to like really making him feel like a threat to the Republic. And we're rooted. That's a shame. I'm gonna try to run ahead and grab these guys too. Make things a little interesting here. How did that not dot spread? Must have been a terrain thing. I was sure he was in range. Alright, looks like Lana and Tao are cleaning up the flank
I'm killing
there.
the reinforcements.
They must be wondering what happened to their people, too.
Makes sense. Well, unfortunately, they will not live to find out. Imperial Assault Specialist and Imperial Counter Spy. Ooh. Here's a job for you. Doesn't sound quite as fun as a regular spy. Something about spying seems cool, but like countering spies, I don't know. I'm sure it's equally exciting, if not more so, but it just doesn't sound like it. What is this
Let's
thing?
hope the grapples work.
Oh, cool. I was watching a video about a beach somewhere in the UK that you can only get to by going on this very narrow cliffside. You want to get out of that in case it's some kind of knockback or something. And you have to like hold into these chains as you're going out of the beach. Oh no, okay, grapple, grapple. Sort of reminds me of this.
Dropship!
It's a cool level design though, I like the idea of it. And knock back. Alright. It's good to know the explosions don't really do that much damage. So I can stand in them and not really be too worried about it. This is cool. I like battling on the cliffside here. That's neat. Wish we had time to just stop and smell the roses, but alas, we must go on. Big invisible floor there.
May the force be with you.
Nope. Didn't see his buddy, or I would have probably tried to get a better dot spread. Stun him at least. Stop some of his damage. Alright. Put phase walk here just in case. Because as you guys know, I am not good at jumping puzzles. I did enjoy the jumping puzzles in Guild Wars 2 though. They had some really fun ones. Even though usually they're not my cup of tea. I think I did all the ones in that game, or at least, maybe not all of them, but I did. All the ones that are not like insanely difficult. And I did finally do the Winter's Day one, which I think is one of the harder ones. For me, it was definitely one of the harder ones. And I was very proud of myself for that. In fact, I think that video is probably still up here on the channel somewhere if you are really interested, but getting a little off topic. Who or what is firing those mortars? Oh, stuck on the rock. Alright, can I knock you guys off? 2 out of 3 ain't bad, as Milo said. Nope. Maybe it's 1 out of 3. Alright, well. Second time's the charm, right? Oh, this is cool too, this spire here.
Careful.
Oh, I thought you kind of got to go up there, that'd be cool. I guess the summit is... Ooh. Yeah, we're about to be attacked, but... Oh, that's the moon, okay. Too far away to go to that one. It's kind of a shame too, because I feel like... Oh no, Tall. Well... At least we have lots of Kolta, right? I'm sure we can put her back together. Crown of Null. Like in a single player game, I feel like, I don't know, they'd have more opportunity to sort of flesh things out and make this a longer level. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. There we go.
That was too close.
Yeah, oh, watch your step. I say as I almost jump off the ledge. The irony. I hit phase walk, but I was out of range, so luckily I did not fall. That would have been annoying.
We made it. Come on.
Watch out for more droids. Yes, sir.
Alright, well, so far we've faced 2 boss fights. And I know in the olden days, Flashpoints used to have 3 boss fights typically. And then sometimes a bonus boss as well. I remember the days of grinding the Flashpoints too, and like the group finder. And bonus bosses were really worth a lot, I think, for, I guess for Conquest. That was fun.
You. I should have known. I did not come here for you. Stand aside, or die.
The artifacts, Darth Null. What is it all for? Why are you here?
Worth a shot.
Yield, and you may live long enough to find out. My destiny, the fate of the galaxy, lies before me. Nothing can stop what is to come. Not even you.
Watch your feet. Well, that's cool. I like that. Bit of a force battle here. He is a Sith juggernaut, I believe, so I feel like force-wise, I should have the advantage. It would be really cool if this was like set up for more story content involving Malgus.
You will not stand in my way.
But not sure it will be. I do kind of wonder too, like, with the Emperor gone, and presumably we're going to defeat Malgus either right now. Ooh, look at him, he's going fast. Or at the end of the expansion, at least, if this is not the end of the expansion.
Nothing.
I wonder who our next opponents are going to be. There's still that Mandalorian lady, which is cool, but, you know, years from now you're really going to remember her as an opponent. Probably not. Ouch. Okay, so that one you can't dodge.
Cannot
Force
win.
pull. I cannot allow you to win.
My hate will destroy you.
I feel like Darth Maul was an interesting opponent. He was more like, he was only your opponent if you were on the Republic side, so.
You cannot kill me.
And the Dreadmasters, they were good enemies. They were fun to face in the Operation campaigns, but they're all gone now too, pretty much.
Kill me.
Not very good aim. His rage has blinded him.
Enough. This ends now.
Fury
Bear
Unchained, it
witness
says.
to true power.
I can break it once.
You
What does that mean?
weak.
Galaxy hath no fury, like a Darth Malgus scorn? Is that how that goes? Can't interrupt him, not really sure what I'm supposed to do here besides just like heal through it. Do have my med pack if I need it.
Pain is nothing.
I can't believe it. We finally got him.
Did we though? Is that the end, or is it just a setback for him? I feel like this can't be it. We don't even know what he's doing here. Here's Satele. Was wondering if she would be here. His old nemesis. Yeah, I was wondering if this would be like a show what it takes to contain him, or if he was gonna like still somehow overpower us to kind of show his new strength. But it seems like he is actually captured. Interesting. Bit of a Loki situation here.
Will it hold him?
A similar design was used to imprison the Gendai Sith Orvakor, the Trandoshan Hozek, and several of Tulak Horde's deadliest assassins. He can speak with us, or he can remain here forever in silence.
Will he actually tell us anything?
He knows practically every military secret in the history of the Sith Empire. We have to try.
While we wait for our guest to speak, we will try to discover what he was planning before we caught him. We lost many of our finest on Elam, but I have found a new team to restart our investigation of Darth Nul's ruined fortress.
And I've deployed 2 platoons to protect them. All I could spare with this Kolto shortage.
Sorry about
I
that.
only hope that, with Malgus captured, Task Force Nova can return to its original mission. The Jedi Order is still far from its previous strength.
We will rebuild. The story of the Jedi won't end here.
Well,
You
that's true.
are the best of us.
Fool.
He speaks.
Your order will not survive what is to come. I have revealed a truth long buried. A path to power, concealed by thrones and hidden by councils. Overshadowed by a war with no true victor. I have seen a vision of the future, a galaxy in flames. What I have begun will not end with me. This is only the beginning.
Well, it may be the beginning, but it is also the end of the Flashpoint. The question is it the end of the expansion? Or the original story content? Or is there more to do tomorrow? No, I guess that's actually it. Alright, so definitely short. Um, I do feel like the first like 2/3 of it on Manan were kind of almost filler. Not that there weren't some interesting characters and all, but on the whole, I feel like the Flashpoint was the real meat of it, and it really wasn't that much meat, so still a little hungry. Um, I was prepared in a sense by knowing it was short, although even so, I didn't expect it to be quite that short. But I do like that. Like, it almost feels like this would be more the prologue to the expansion than the actual expansion. So hopefully we kind of get some story content throughout 7.1, 7.2, etc. In the same way we used to get chapters for, I guess it was like 4.0 when they did Knights of the Eternal Throne. I think we started with 9 chapters and had like 7 more added in various patches. So yeah, I'll say it's off to an interesting start, but we'll have to see where things go from here. Um, if you guys are curious to see the playthrough, then definitely bookmark this playlist or subscribe, because I will certainly be recording when I play through future story content as well. But for now, I really need to get some sleep. So thank you all very much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the story content. As always, I'll be posting more operations and war zones, and I'm sure all kinds of other miscellaneous SWTOR stuff in the near future. So hope you all enjoy the rest of your night, and I'll see you again soon.